Is the streaming era already beginning to die out? Because it feels like every top streamer has already peaked and now the whole culture is losing energy. What's going on, y'all? willarmani. Hope everybody's feeling good today. If you are, please make sure to subscribe. Got more content coming on the way. Let's get into it. Don't get me wrong, streamers are still huge, but we need to look around. Views are down, moments feel forced, and it's like the hype that made streaming amazing and fire in the first place is gone. There's so many things that go into this. I mean, the top streamers that we see, like the iShowSpeeds, the Nats, Aiden Ross, Blackboy Max, we have so many streamers that are really doing well, and I'm never going to discredit that because they made a space that is something that we couldn't have imagined before, and it's becoming bigger than rap. It's becoming bigger than so many different things, but I already see a trajectory that doesn't really look like it's in its favor. Because when streamers blew up, it was really new. It was something raw, something authentic. It was funny, unpredictable, and real. But now I feel like everybody's chasing trends, trying to get themselves to stay relevant, and I don't blame them entirely, because when it comes to you getting to a certain level, once you get to a certain level, it's not that you can't get further, but it's a lot harder. And the hardest thing is, once you get to a certain peak, staying relevant. So a lot of these streamers, and I really am talking the Nats, the Aiden Rosses, this is absolutely nothing against them. I'm just looking from a viewer's perspective. You can see that they're trying to do whatever they can to stay in the spotlight, and I don't blame them. If they're trying to make money and they're trying to make their bag, I don't blame them. But the truth is that in them doing that, what they're doing feels less real than it did in the beginning. And that's just inevitable with any genre of creation, whether that be streaming, content creation, rappers. I mean, once they hit a certain peak, it's all about staying relevant, and it's really hard to do the relevancy at the exact same time as authenticity. And it's not impossible, but we're not really seeing it in the streaming space. Like a lot of streamers, where they used to get a lot of their main audience on the streams, a lot of it is now just people going on YouTube and watching the recaps and watching the highlights of the stream instead, because they could get the gist of what happened literally the same day by just logging onto YouTube after the stream is over. And I know that I even do this sometimes, where me personally, I have a busy life and it's hard for me to watch somebody stream when I'm trying to make music and trying to do different things. So I'll look at the highlights, and I think that little things like this are starting to compound and add up into why streaming isn't as big as it used to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, streamers are really doing their thing, and I feel like people like Aiden Ross, always known for bringing people together, and I really commend him for that. And people like Nat, where Nat is doing Mafiathon with On the Radar, and I mean, there's so many things that they've done to bring people together, and that's something that I haven't seen any other type of creator do. So I give so much credit to those streamers. However, I believe currently at the peak of live streaming, and I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know, because I remember I saw this post that was posted by No Labels Necessary, and it basically was a clip from Nat's stream where Kevin Hart was talking, and he was basically saying, you need to hop on to the next thing right now, because this won't be lasting forever. This won't be the thing that lasts forever. And Nat kind of laughed at him for it, and I don't think that he was laughing at him, like literally laughing at his face, but he kind of like brushed it off. But it's really true that every single thing has its moment, whether that be a rapper, whether that be a content creator, whether that be a streamer. Every single thing has its moment to shine, and sometimes things aren't going to last forever, but that means that you need to be prepared to hop on to the next thing, or to find your way of staying relevant. And that doesn't mean that streaming won't always be here, and people like Nat and Aiden Ross won't always be more than okay and always have their viewers. But for the new people coming up, it's good to be aware that things don't last forever. Nothing in life lasts forever. So that's kind of what we're seeing now in streaming, where we're at its peak, and the next thing is surely going to come sooner or later. It's not dead, and nobody's saying it's dead, but what I am going to say is there is going to be a time where the peak is over and the next thing will come. So what do you think? Is the streaming era already on its way out, or are we just waiting for the next thing to arrive? Let me know what you think in the comments. This is a really interesting topic to me. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe. I've got more content coming on the way. And if you want to follow me or any of my own music, you could do that. Follow me on Instagram, willarmani with 2 eyes, as well as TikTok. I hope everybody's having a good day. Stay positive.